you're the only reason that I have a smile on my face. Someday, somehow, I'll find my way.
Hey guys, welcome to today's vlog. Today's video is going to be short. I think it's going to be short. I just wanted to use this video to sort of motivate you guys, because recently I've been having lack of motivation. Last week Monday I didn't do any work. I was just lying down in bed, and then in the evening I dragged myself to do some financial recording, stuff like that, like expenses I've made and things like that. And then this Monday as well, the same thing happened. And on Wednesday I was like very drowsy and like just dragging myself to do work and stuff like that. And like I was just thinking about last night, thinking of what today's video is going to be about, and I felt like I should just share that part of my experience with being an entrepreneur and running businesses and stuff like that. And like, I'll be honest, it's not all rosy. You know, some people just think, oh, you're an entrepreneur, you're your own boss, you're making a lot of money, da 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 da. It's not really like that, especially when you're starting. A lot of people that I know that started business like this year, and like the next year or the next 2 years, they are already like moving very fast. And like there are various reasons as to why it's like that. One, they had a 9 to 5, and like they had like enough savings to actually capital to actually start the business. Two, they have somebody who gave them capital or gave them money to start their business. Because let's be honest, if your business does not have money to start, if you don't put money into it, enough money into it, it won't go as fast as you want it to. Do you understand? And like that was kind of like the situation for me. So I started in 2018, and like when I started, I didn't even have a mentor. I didn't know anything about business. I just knew that I wanted to do business, right? That was when I officially, said, okay, I will do business. Because prior to that, I had been selling things to my family members. I would knit bags and make necklace, bead, earrings, things like that, and sell to my family members. And then like 2018 in school, 200 level, I was like, I think I should actually make this thing official. And that was how Gardental Industry was born. But I didn't really have money like that, because like all I had then was my allowance in school. I was a student, and like I wasn't doing any work while in school because I was studying architecture. There is no time literally for me to do anything extra. I just knew that okay, I can at least do small business during the holiday, and then go back to school and like just here and there, maybe talk about my business, try to sell some things and like stuff like that. So that's what I was doing for like a while. And then after school was when I actually was able to start proper, which was 2020, and this 2022, in the space of 2 years. And now from 2020 to 2022, the only form of capital that I could have raised was NYSC period, and like that one was already taken away from me because my employer was not paying me, and like the money that I was getting from NYSC was what I was going to survive in the place that I was staying. So it wasn't really a good thing. It wasn't really a good experience. I'm like, okay, let me try to just do what I can do with what I have, like just continue the way I've been going. And like I'll be honest, the way I have been going is not something that everybody can do. I bet with you, there are people that if they were in my situation, they would have just scattered it, they would throw their laptop, throw vex, and say, I'm not doing it again, I don't go. Because like it's really, really tough, like to be able to still push when you are not exactly where you want to be or where you think you could have been. Do you understand? I'm grateful for God, and like the fact that God is the source of my joy. So anytime I'm like not motivated, I just sleep, I talk to God, ask Holy Spirit to help me, and like after a while I just get back up and like get back to my system, or something happens that kind of gets me excited, like maybe the lawyer texted me and she was like, oh, she has finished writing contracts, and like, oh my God, yeah, something good has happened, something exciting just happens and like just gets me back into the mood. So I'm like, okay, so let me just share with you guys how I've been able to stay motivated and things like that. So the first thing I'll say is like I focus on the positive parts. Like the negatives are there and sometimes they overwhelm me, like they really do overwhelm me. And when they do overwhelm me, I'm like, okay, Sheba, you need to calm down. I either sleep, I either watch movie to get my mind off the negative stuff, and then after my mind is off of that, then I start to think about the positive things. So what are the positive things that have happened in my business? What are the little minute growth that's happened in my business? Which is one, for plus I was able to get a lawyer. Like for none of my all the businesses I've ever done, I've not had a lawyer. Like Plotter is the first business that actually has a lawyer, a professional, like a lawyer. And like anytime I say, oh, I'll get back to you, let me send this to my lawyer, I always feel like so excited, I always feel happy, like you get. And like I think about that. That's a good thing, right? And then I think about how, oh yeah, sometimes I scroll through Seraphic's page. The fact that Seraphic's page is active is a testimony for me, because that particular page, I started it before. I didn't post anything. I started posting. I stopped posting. Like, okay, it wasn't me that was posting. Like my team, they were posting, and I just said everybody should stop posting because we're not getting sales. We're not getting anything from it, and it wasn't making sense. So I told everybody to stop. And then after that, for like months, we're not posting. And then recently, I was like, you know what? Let me just take it. I'll handle it and like just experiment with the page, and like that's what I've been doing. So anytime I see the page, it sort of just gives me joy for some reason. I don't know why, but it gives me joy. And then I go to my LinkedIn and I'm like, okay, wow, my LinkedIn is growing very, 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 very fast. I paid for a particular person's LinkedIn visibility training. She's actually a CE student and she's my junior apparently. I don't know if she's older than me, but she graduated, I think, this last set. That's 2 sets after my set. Is it 2 sets or 2 sets after my set? Or 1 set after my set? I think it's 1 set after my set. Yeah, so like she's kind of like a junior, but like she has gone very, very far. Her name is Homa. I think it's Homa. I think that's how to pronounce it. That's her name. I'll put up her page so you guys can see. Like she does a lot of things when it comes to like climate change, women empowerment, stuff like that. Like she's actually gone far. She has even had a TED talk and stuff. So like I was like, okay, you know what, this person has gone far. Let me just learn from her. And like I really learned how to like use LinkedIn properly from her. And like I've been using the tips, though I'm not consistent, because like a lot of things I'm handling, and like, but the growth there is really, even with the inconsistency, the amount of impressions I get there is a lot. So basically what I do is I just think about things that like give me joy, things that happen in my business that actually make me happy, and like make me feel like, yes, I'm getting something for what I am doing. And another thing is I talk to God. So anytime I feel sad and like I don't know what to do, I just pray. I just tell God that, God, you know that everything that I put my hand into would always prosper, so do your thing, you know, normal stuff. And then like that's basically it. So I just, you know, do all that. Yeah, so I think those are like the main tips for me. Is there another thing? Okay, I want to quickly show you guys this. So this is the tripod I got, the vlogging stick rather. So it has like where you put your phone, you can rotate it 360, and then you can also bend it, right? And then you can also extend it. Basically it's a selfie stick, and then this part opens up. So this is what I've been using to take my pictures. This thing was working when it came, but it has stopped. So I have another, let me show you guys, another remote clicker that I use, because this one, I don't know, it's not working, it's not connected to my phone, like, it's not showing, but the light comes on. So like this is what I use. So anytime I want to film, I stand on my table, I just stand it and like, you know, film my laptop. That's what I'm used to film my laptop and like all the stuff. And then I take it out when I want to vlog, because it's very handy. So I take it out to vlog, though it shakes a bit, but I have to like stable or hold here so that it doesn't like shake too much. That's what I've been doing. And then these people that are making noise here, I'm not going to stop talking. You're on your own. You know what you're doing. And then I also used to take my pictures, because apparently the height and the angle is perfect. So I just extend it like this, put it on the ground, change it this way, put it on the ground, and like just tilt this to like for the angle. And like it's easy to carry around. So anytime I know that, okay, I'm going somewhere and I can't get a photographer or someone to take my pictures, he's my best friend. So yeah. I also got the tripod I'm using right now, but I don't like it. I'll be honest, I don't even know what I was expecting. I bought it like 2,000 naira off of Jumia, so, and it's 2,000 naira worth. Like it doesn't even bend all the way, and like it's so delicate. It feels like it's going to break in my hand. So I'm always very careful when I'm like turning it and stuff like that. Yeah. So I guess I think those are the 2 major things I got off of Jumia. Then do you guys see my light when I set it up? Let me show you. So this is my light here. Oops. ISO, calm down. ISO. Hey, ISO. Okay, will this work? They work. Chill. So this is my light. So this bulb is what I made, for my light. So which is a bulb, lamp holder, and wire. This is wire, and the plug is right here. This, right, is the tripod of my ring light. So like, if you can notice here, my ring light broke off actually. Sure. My ring light broke off. So what I did was that I took the screw. Focus. There's a screw part. This screw here is what's joining this phone holder to this board. So I just used it to like hold it together. So that's what I was using to film my videos like for a while before I got the tripod. So when I got the tripod now, this one was like just there, and like I didn't really know what to use it for and stuff like that. So I was just like, it was just there. It was just there somewhere in my room. And then I just had this idea that okay, this my light shenanigans, and this was what was in my light also. This was what I was using, guys. This was what I was using, I did that like years ago when I started my YouTube channel. I think like about some months after, because I did like a full umbrella lights kind of thing for my YouTube channel, but I did this one that I just dropped now after. So I was like, okay, how can I make use of this and like, for my light? So I removed the bulb from the stuff first, and then I just held it close to it around, like just to see if anything comes to my mind, and this came to my mind. So I just like, sometimes it falls off sharp, but if I center it back. So I'm like, okay, let me put this here, and like I put it and it stayed. I'm like, oh wow. And like this thing can go as high as all the way to the ceiling. Somewhat to the ceiling, yes, kind of like maybe like here. I don't know, but yeah, it's really high sharp. So yeah, so that's how this came about. I posted it on my story, and like someone was like, it's so innovative and all. If she's watching my vlog, I hope this helps her. I don't know if she's gonna watch my vlog, but yeah. So that's the gist, guys. So yeah, let's now get into the vlog.
Daydreaming got me thinking that this can all be true. Speculating, a long time waiting to hear a word back from you. Conversations in my head got me conflicted with what you said. I tend to second guess myself, like too much, 'cause I think that I've been falling ever since that day out in the park. And I don't know if this is love, but maybe this could be the start. Wondering if you'll feel the same. Wondering if my heart's okay. I don't know if this is.
Hey guys, so I just had a meeting with my lawyer and co-founder now, and I think I should actually like share what we talked about. Not necessarily exactly what we talked about, but the topic of the discussion, because it's actually very important when it comes to equity sharing in business. I've been posting about equity sharing for a while now, so I think I should share with you guys. So let me get my tripod and set it up for you guys. So first of all, my fan is on, so in case there's background noise, that's why. The weather is very hot, so I can't turn it off. I'll start sweating. So what we talked about is going to be very short. I'm going to make it very, very short. So what we talked about basically is equity sharing. So we all know that between investors and the founders of the business should actually make sure that they have the ultimate rights of and ultimate voting rights or highest control over the company, because if they do not have control at any point in the business, it's going to be a risk, because investors can decide that they want to buy off the company or vote somebody out of their position or stuff like that, right? So in order to avoid such complications in the future, you need to make sure that everything is correct at the beginning. So this situation is for if you have two founders. So like in my own case, I have two founders, me and my co-founder, right? So if you are a company that has just one founder and other founding employees, it really is not going to be an issue, especially if you have at least 60% equity in your business, right? Or 80%. I'll actually say 80% is the best, because 80%, and then others can share 20%, right? If it is that way, you don't have an issue. But when it comes to having two founders, right, that 80% would literally be broken down or divided, because you are two, not one. And by the time you do that, it makes the CEO, which is the person that is supposed to have the higher voting rights and higher control, not have that certain control. So by the time you bring in investors and dilute your equity, that 40% that, or let's say 40 or 30, whatever it is, will drop to a very low percentage, and then your investors will remain at a higher percentage. So in order to avoid that, you need to like go to your cap table at the early stage and make sure that the CEO, which is the person that's supposed to have decision making, control over the decision making in company, right, and highest voting rights, should have the highest number of shares. And you can also make it in a way that your agreement will have a clause that all the founding employees and founders cannot vote against the company, right, or cannot vote against themselves. So I can't vote against my co-founder, I cannot vote against my employee, and stuff like that, just so that you don't give control to your investors, like control that they are not supposed to have. Do you understand my point? So that's basically the explanation of everything. What's helping me to figure out all the data and calculate this well is the financial model that I'm using. I'm doing this documentary. I'm actually thinking that I may end up doing like a master class or something to like cover this, but it's not going to be anytime soon. For me to do that, I want to actually get an investment, like get an investor, even if it's $50,000 or $20,000, even if it's just that, like I want to actually get an investor, right? And once I do that, then I'll think about doing a master class, creating a course, or having consultations or something just to help you guys. But what is helping me to calculate all these things and foresee into the future is the financial model. So yeah, that's everything I want to share with you guys. I'm going to make breakfast now. I haven't eaten and it's already 12:41. That's 1 p.m. I have not eaten. When I woke up in the morning, I just went straight to work. Then after working, I took a shower, and then I'm back again at working. Yeah, yesterday I didn't really do much because I wasn't feeling that motivated. But today is seeming to be a good day. So yeah, let's go make breakfast.
Just a face, just delaying and replaying that look upon your face. Your laugh is contagious.
I want to say something here. Now, Serifix is a brand design agency. Like I think I've mentioned it before that branding in Nigeria is very, very difficult. Like when you want to like do branding for people in Nigeria, like especially if you're based in Nigeria, like it's for some reason difficult. It's difficult mainly because of the fact that a lot of business owners in Nigeria do not actually value branding. And I say a lot because the majority of businesses in Nigeria are like small businesses, Instagram businesses, those type of businesses. Then you have like tech firms, you have them nice fashion brands, skincare brands like Arami, all those soy botanicals, like all those brands. Now those ones, right, they do understand branding, and like that's why their business is the way it is. Like when they talk about Ofure, Canfair, those are fashion brands that have a brand image. Do you understand? Talk about tech companies like Piggyvest, Carrywise. Those are brands that have a brand image, and then you compare it to like IG brands, like people that sell shoes, maybe shoes by this person, something, or those normal daily like IG businesses, people that sell hair, all this stuff, right? You have those class of people. Now the larger volume of entrepreneurs fall in the class of Instagram businesses, people that just want to start up something and just sell, and people that sell on the roadside, like people that have stores, like shops on the road, and like those ones don't even hardly know what social media is. Like just few of them are getting into like the online. They will now put their physical store on Instagram, so you now have like a lot of stores in Computer Village, like have a lot of Instagram pages and like stuff like that. So you see, those ones, it's hard to get them to understand branding because they don't understand branding, right? So for those ones, we have to like educate them in order to be able to get them to patronize us, Serifix, for their branding, right? While on the other side, those ones, Serifix has not reached a stage where those people would notice us. Like, there are a lot of brand designers, freelancers, brand design agencies that have gone ahead of us. Like, they have like a very large portfolio. They've worked with big brands, stuff like that. So those ones, they will pick those ones over Serifix. So we're kind of like in the middle, and like we're trying to educate people at the same time trying to grow. So that's the stage that we're in right now, and like that thing can drain you mentally because like no money is coming in. Like literally, it's either you get potential, like okay, this year I've had 5 potential clients. Potential, I say potential because they'll send you DMs, we'll talk about the packages and everything. Like okay, this is what they need, we'll talk. Okay, how much does it cost? This is the price. They go. They don't send message again, they don't read the message, they don't like nothing. So like there was this particular girl, I asked her, like she sent it to me, she says she wants to do like branding for her hair business, and then I asked her, okay, like would you like to know our offers and stuff like that? So she said yes. So I sent her what we do, I sent her our website, and like expecting that she would reply. She never did, and guess what? She created a logo with someone else, and I'll show you guys the logo. I'll try and remove like the name of her business just because the icon is a very common icon. If you go to Google now and search hair illustration, you will see there. I bet you will see there. And like I saw the logo like some weeks ago. Like this was like, I think it was in February that she sent me a DM or something. I just saw the post. I'm like, are you serious? Like this is what she settled for. And like I'm very sure she would have paid like maybe 3K or 5K or something for that thing. And like, well, that's problem we're facing, for Serifix. So if you guys are out there and need proper branding and website creation and like social media branding, content creation for your brand, stuff like that, you know the vibes. This is the website. The website is going to be in the description. You guys should patronize us. Thank you and God bless. Check the website for our portfolio, see what I've done in the past. Go to our IG page and look at posts. Look at what we do. We have a podcast already, like that we're using to educate people. Go there and learn. If you don't understand this branding thing, go there and learn. The first video went up this morning. Today's Friday. Went up this morning. So go and learn. Go and learn there on the website. That's just all I'm going to say. So that's it, guys.
If this is love, but maybe this could be the start.